Max George of The Wanted has revealed that he wrote a will on his phone while hospitalized for what he previously called heart issues. The 36-year-old musician, who recently revamped the boy band as Duo The Wanted 2.0 with fellow member Siva Kaneswaran, shared in late December that he had a pacemaker fitted after an operation. Now he's detailed his health scare in a January 11 interview with The Sun. "That first night I wrote a will, I thought I was going to die," he revealed. As George recalls, he woke up freezing with blue hands on December 11, after he hadn't been feeling myself for a few days following a tour. "I couldn't put my finger on it," he told The Sun. "I was quite lethargic and stuff, struggling to get out of bed, but I didn't think it was anything serious. Luckily, I'd gone around to my mum's to stay, and I woke up, and I remember looking at my hands, and they were blue, and my arms were a gray color, and I was freezing cold," he added. "I struggled to even sit up in bed. After George's mother saw him, she decided it was time to call a doctor. Following a checkup, George called another friend and doctor who advised him to seek further care. At this point, I had a panicky feeling, but was also just absolutely knackered," he said. "I couldn't move my arms, and the worst feeling was I felt like my throat was closing up. It felt like someone had their hands around my neck. Thank God I stayed at Mum's house. She saved my life." The singer was then informed by doctors that something was not right with the bottom part of his heart and told he'd need a pacemaker. "For some reason, the rhythm is way off and the signal doesn't seem to be getting from the top chamber of your heart to the bottom part, the bit that pumps the blood around your body," he recalled being told. "I was in complete shock. It was really scary, all sorts is going on in your head, and certainly not a place I thought I'd be in at 36, he added. "I was awake all night, feeling a closing in my throat. I was really struggling to move and had really deep, slow breaths. There was nothing that they could do to stop that. I could have lived maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months, but it could have been a few hours. We didn't know." After 2 days in the hospital, George's heart rate dropped to 26 beats per minute in comparison to a standard heart rate of 60 to 100. "The worst day," he said, "came on December 13, when his heart rate and my blood pressure dropped at the same time." He was then taken for a CT scan on December 15, later getting his pacemaker surgery 3 days later. The operation took around 3 hours, he recalled, and the surgery was grim since he was conscious but heavily sedated. His partner Maisie Smith was there as he became aware of his surroundings, George remembered. "I had a proper heartbeat by then as well. My heart rate started just shooting up. So I remember feeling my feet going tingly because I think obviously the blood started to properly pump around," he told The Sun. "I was like, holies, I feel alive again, like it was a really nice feeling. It'd been so hard being away from Maisie, but she climbed on the bed. Obviously, she lay on the other side of my chest to my op and put her head on me. We just had a cuddle for a couple of hours while I talked about football and we treated it like normal. I could feel butterflies again next to her," he said. George first announced his pacemaker fitting via Instagram on December 21, calling it the best Christmas present in a message to fans. He previously revealed days earlier that he was hospitalized after feeling really unwell. As he encouraged followers to say hello to my little friend post-surgery, the Wanted vocalist revealed he had the operation done just underneath a very special tattoo of mine. Ink that read 04.08, 1998, an apparent reference to his late bandmate Tom Parker's birthday. "I'm sure it's being looked after," George wrote at the time. "Few more tests to do due to inflamed lymph nodes on my lungs, but that'll be easy work. Time to rest and then tackle life full on once again. Thank you for all your support. It's meant a hell of a lot to myself and my family."